Life often demands choices that define who we are. And for a Sigma male, those choices revolve around autonomy, authenticity, and the pursuit of meaningful interactions. As a Sigma male, you've likely cultivated a sense of independence and self-reliance that others admire but rarely understand. However, one concept may have slipped under your radar: the difference between being nice and being truly kind. Have you ever stopped to wonder why being nice sometimes feels like a burden, while genuine kindness can feel liberating? Let's explore this distinction and why understanding it could unlock a deeper sense of fulfillment for you. We'll dissect the nuances of niceness and kindness, outline how each aligns with your Sigma traits, and offer practical insights for incorporating authentic kindness into your life without compromising your core values. What's the problem with niceness? Well, niceness often masquerades as kindness, but they are not the same. Niceness is typically rooted in societal expectations, a desire to avoid conflict, or a need for external validation. Does this sound familiar? How many times have you caught yourself agreeing to something you didn't want to do just to keep the peace? Niceness is reactive, not proactive. It's about appeasement, not alignment. For a Sigma male, niceness can feel particularly suffocating. Why? Because it runs counter to your natural instincts. Your strength lies in your ability to navigate life on your terms, yet niceness forces you to conform. Think about the last time you were nice to someone who didn't deserve it. Did you feel empowered or did you feel drained? Niceness often leaves you with the latter. And what is the essence of kindness? Well, kindness, on the other hand, is an internal compass. It's about acting in alignment with your values and principles. Unlike niceness, kindness doesn't require you to sacrifice your authenticity. It's deliberate, thoughtful, and most importantly, empowering. When you're kind, you're not trying to avoid conflict or gain approval. You're simply extending goodwill because it resonates with who you are. Here's a key question to ponder. What if being kind allowed you to strengthen your independence rather than diminish it? Unlike niceness, kindness can coexist with your Sigma traits. It's a way to connect with others without losing yourself. Okay, let's see 10 points to understand the difference and embrace kindness. 1. Niceness is transactional, kindness is transformational. Niceness often operates on a give-to-get basis. It's transactional, where every act of niceness comes with an unspoken expectation of reciprocation, whether it's approval, gratitude, or avoiding disapproval. For instance, you might say yes to a favor, even when it inconveniences you, hoping that the other person will like you more or owe you in return. Kindness, in contrast, is transformational. It's an expression of your core values and doesn't hinge on external outcomes. When you act with kindness, you're not doing it to gain something, but to make a genuine impact. Think of a time you helped someone out of pure goodwill. Didn't that feel more fulfilling than trying to earn their favor? True kindness changes both the giver and the receiver, fostering a sense of authenticity and connection that lingers long after the act. 2. Niceness drains your energy. Kindness fuels it. Niceness often feels like a performance. You expend energy trying to meet others' expectations, walking on eggshells to avoid conflict, or stretching yourself thin to accommodate everyone. Over time, this act can leave you feeling drained, resentful, and disconnected from your true self. Kindness, on the other hand, is invigorating because it's rooted in authenticity. When you act kindly, you're not trying to impress or placate. You're simply aligning with your values. This alignment replenishes your emotional and mental energy, creating a positive feedback loop. Think of it this way. Kindness is like watering a garden, nourishing not only the plants, but also your spirit. 3. Niceness avoids conflict. Kindness faces it. Niceness is often a way to sidestep uncomfortable situations. You might agree to something you dislike or remain silent when someone crosses your boundaries, all in the name of keeping the peace. But does this avoidance truly resolve anything, or does it leave you feeling compromised? Kindness doesn't shy away from conflict. Instead, it approaches disagreements with clarity, respect, and a genuine desire to resolve issues. For example, instead of pretending everything is fine, kindness might prompt you to say, "I value our relationship, so I want to be honest about how I feel." This courageous honesty not only upholds your integrity, but also fosters mutual understanding and respect. 4. Niceness pleases. Kindness respects. Niceness often prioritizes pleasing others, even at the cost of your own needs and boundaries. You might find yourself agreeing to plans you dislike or tolerating behaviors that make you uncomfortable, all to maintain harmony. But does this really serve you? or the other person. Kindness respects boundaries, both yours and others. It's about treating people with dignity while also honoring your own. For example, saying no to an unreasonable request isn't unkind. It's an act of self-respect. Kindness ensures that your actions come from a place of genuine care, not self-sacrifice. 5. Niceness seeks approval. Kindness is self-sufficient. Niceness often stems from a desire for external validation. You might find yourself over-explaining your decisions or bending over backward to gain approval. But as a Sigma male, do you really need others' applause to feel secure? Kindness, being self-sufficient, doesn't rely on recognition. It's about doing what's right because it aligns with your principles, not because you're chasing praise. This independence makes kindness a natural fit for the Sigma mindset, reinforcing your autonomy while fostering genuine connections. 6. Niceness is passive, kindness is active. Niceness is reactive. It waits for circumstances to dictate behavior, often going along with the flow to avoid making waves. This passivity can leave you feeling like a bystander in your own life. Kindness, however, is proactive. It takes initiative, shaping interactions and situations to reflect your values. For instance, instead of passively agreeing to something you dislike, kindness might inspire you to suggest an alternative that works for everyone. This active approach demonstrates leadership and reinforces your autonomy. 7. Niceness conforms. Kindness liberates. Conformity is the enemy of the Sigma mindset. Niceness demands that you mold yourself to fit societal expectations, even when they clash with your principles. Over time, this conformity can erode your sense of self. Kindness, by contrast, is liberating. It allows you to act authentically, free from the constraints of societal norms. When you're kind, you're not following a script. You're writing your own, creating interactions that are meaningful and genuine. This liberation aligns perfectly with the Sigma philosophy of living life on your terms. 8. Niceness is fear-based. Kindness is courageous. Niceness often stems from fear of rejection, disapproval, or conflict. It's about avoiding negative outcomes rather than pursuing positive ones. But as a Sigma male, is fear really a foundation you want to build on? Kindness requires courage. It means standing by your principles, even when it's uncomfortable or unpopular. For example, offering constructive feedback instead of empty praise might feel risky, but it's ultimately more impactful. This courage is a hallmark of true strength, reinforcing your authenticity and integrity. 9. Niceness lacks depth. Kindness builds connection. Niceness skims the surface, offering polite gestures and superficial pleasantries. While these might smooth over interactions, they rarely create meaningful connections. Kindness dives deeper. It's about empathy, understanding, and genuine care. When you act kindly, you're not just acknowledging someone's presence. You're valuing their humanity. This depth fosters connections that resonate on a profound level, creating relationships that enrich both your life and theirs. 10. Niceness is forgettable. Kindness is memorable. Think about the people who have impacted you the most. Were they simply nice, or were they truly kind? Chances are, it was their kindness that left a lasting impression. Kindness creates moments and relationships that endure, standing out in a world often cluttered with empty gestures. Whether it's a thoughtful word, a selfless act, or a moment of genuine connection, kindness leaves an indelible mark that transcends time and circumstance. Final thoughts: as a Sigma male, your strength lies in your independence and authenticity. Embracing kindness doesn't mean compromising those traits, it enhances them. Kindness is a tool that allows you to connect deeply with others while staying true to yourself. It's not about being liked, it's about living a life that aligns with your values. So the next time you're tempted to be nice, pause and ask yourself, is this authentic? Is this empowering? Or am I simply avoiding conflict? Stop being nice. Find your kindness. It's the Sigma way. That's all in this video, soldiers. If you liked the video, consider subscribing to the channel. See you in the next video.